After doing the double over Newcastle in the last episode, we will end the January transfer window today. We are currently top of the Premier League by 4 points, with still a substantial portion of the Premier League season to go. 16 games remain. But it's looking very much like a two-horse race at the minute between ourselves and Arsenal, that's for sure. 8 points to gap between second and third, and then they're very much fighting it out for the remaining Champions League positions. Speaking of the Champions League, we have our final league phase game today away from home at Ibrox, which we'll be playing against Rangers a little bit later on. We are all but assured progression through to the knockout stages in the round of 16, meaning the playoff round is avoided. Great. And we should find out who we have in that playoff round in tomorrow's episode, I would imagine, or in the next episode. We will start double uploading soon. How soon that is, I'm not sure. Basically, once I've finished recording the entirety of the rest of the save, knowing that I can absolutely commit to a double upload every day for the remainder of the save, then we will do so. Of course, when FC26 comes out next week, we will be double uploading every weekday with the Crystal Palace save and the Valencia save. So to get you into the swing of double upload days, we'll do some double upload days. But for now, we're going to concentrate on Sunderland versus Manchester United. And fingers crossed, we'll come away with another victory. Drop the video a like, subscribe to the channel to make sure you don't miss out on more. Those of you that are Patreon players or wanting to become a Patreon player, the latest post is live on Patreon and the Patreon tiers have been updated. So you can now get your guy in the save cheaper than before. So certainly worth your look. Manchester United line up with Juan Garcia in goal. Theo Hernandez, Fikayo Tomori, Matthijs de Ligt and Tyrell Malacia is their backline. Ugarte, Songset and Fernandez sit behind Kubo, Xerxes and Arda Güler. Mateus Cunha on the bench. Rashford is there too. We've got Stefan De Vrij, Lenny Yoro, a couple of fringe players, and Burmo and Mount here too. They're missing an 87 rated Tony Rudiger through suspension, and they're missing Šeško through suspension as well. So we get a little bit lucky in that regard that two of their better players, in fact their two joint highest rated players I believe, are unavailable for this particular fixture. So fingers crossed, that means they won't be as good. Doesn't mean that they're not still good enough to get the victory. Oh, they've left him alone down here. Can't leave Adingra free like that. And Fikayo Tomori's overcommitted there. And well, quite frankly, Adingra's just going to run in and not give us the 1-0 lead. Simon, how have you... Just how have you... How? That's all I need to know. The answer to that 3-letter question. How? Taylor, Jalanolu, Taylor again. Kenneth Taylor from here, maybe. It's on target, but not as whipped into the corner as I would have liked, really. Nice. Good touch and turn. Oh, excellent way to pass to Kubo. And Jed Spence has done just enough. Just a little bit of pressure on the man to put him off being able to get the ball under control. That was 1-0 waiting to happen. So was Adingra last time he was in this position. This time, he's actually going to do it. We lead again. Theo Hernandez not doing the job at the minute, nor his centre-back alongside him. And we are in front. Güler, Xerxes. Güler played through again. Tucked back well. Here's Joshua Xerxes. Bruno, Sunset, Getrada in the way. That is perfectly fine to go out for a goal kick. It's as good as Man United have gotten so far. They are slightly dangerous going forward and pinging the ball about well, but that end product is missing. Miguel Taylor swept out wide nicely. I mean, I'd be silly not to keep powering down this left-hand side and trying to utilise Adingra's influence in this game thus far, wouldn't I? Like this. Brian Brobby. Oh, brilliant save. Brian Brobby. Fikayo Tomori and Theo Hernandez just aren't working on the right-hand side of Manchester United's defensive line. They literally don't have any other fullbacks other than Theo Hernandez or Tyrell Malacia. So I put Theo out there because he's, in theory, the better player, but he's not dealing with the different role very well. And Fikayo Tomori is not offering his former AC Milan teammate very much support out there on that flank either. Which obviously, from my point of view, is very, very pleasing. But from Manchester United fans' point of view, they'll be very, very frustrated and upset But two high-quality players aren't on their A game today. Oh, it's terrible. Someone else not on their A game. His name's ChesnoidGaming. Xerxes. 1-1. Bugger. Driven. Adingra. Nice. We might yet end the first half in front. Now that is how you pick a top quality defence apart. It would have been unbelievable if that ball all the way across to Adingra had come off. Jalanolu's the intended recipient, doesn't get it. Can we... Yeah, that's a bit BS, isn't it? Siddiqui, Jalanolu from 40 yards. Oh. Worth a go, Hakan. Worth a go. Delivered well the corner too, but Xerxes up. Talby's not going to be first to it. But he is to the second ball. Here's Jed Spence. And Jalanolu again. Not really got the room, but I see the run. And Talby could be in, but Garcia's there. It would have been an unbelievable ball over the top for a goal had it worked. It's a good ball into Sunset. And here's Xerxes. Bounced off him. Get out your feet quickly. Can't. They're in again. Xerxes tries for a second time. This time on his favoured right foot. And it wasn't bad at all. Substitutions made for us just in the forward areas. And maybe kill the game off with a third if we can. At the minute, it's looking more likely like we might need a third to get the victory. Bruno Fernandes off for them now as they make a change in the midfield. Away, please, Hakan. Anywhere will do. Thank you. Brian Burmo on for Bruno Fernandes, unless there was someone else going off there too. So not sure if there's been a change in formation for Manchester United. When well won there. Ardigula, I think, might have just moved centrally. And Burmo's gone out wide. Gula was the man on the left-hand side. Regardless, they haven't scored. Siddiqui out wide, and game should be done and dusted here. Thank you, referee. Hear the whistles from the fans trying to encourage the referee to do what's necessary. And there it is. We start with a win today. Sunderland 2, Manchester United 1. The gap at the top of the table will remain at least 4 points. We live in hope that Arsenal have dropped points. And we don't know if they have or not. So we'll just have to wait and see if anything works in our favour there. With regards to the Champions League phase, we're on 15 points. You need a top 8 to guarantee progression to the round of 16 automatically, and we're definitely not guaranteed that as it stands. So we will have to go and beat Rangers to absolutely make sure. So let's head to Ibrox. Right, we've come north to Scotland, albeit not as far north as most other Premier League clubs would have to travel. And Gauthier Larsonnaire is in goal for Rangers here at Ibrox. Patron player Rashidi Joseph at right back, with Alexander Jiku alongside patron player Jack Evans here at centre back for Rangers, with Dujon Sterling at left back. Connor Barron, Nicholas Raskin, and Rabi Natondo, patron player Colin Murray, alongside Nadine Barami and Yusuf Chamiti at striker for Rangers here. Tavernier on the bench, Rothwell, Hwang Hee-chan, the Wolves player IRL, is here too. Mo Diamande is obviously a very good player. They've got some options on the bench. Rangers 23rd, I think it said on the way in the group stage, or in the league phase. So at the minute, as it stands, they are getting a playoff spot. But obviously, if and hopefully when we beat them today, we'll guarantee our top 8, and it may well put their progression in this competition into question. They have to hope they, in fact, are desperate to win this game. We're not desperate to win, but obviously we'd like to avoid the playoff. We're guaranteed at least a playoff, but it would be nice to avoid the final or the extra 2 games if we possibly can. Very rare that you actually get to play at Ibrox, so we'll enjoy this, hopefully. And fingers crossed the atmosphere is just as raucous as you'd expect from the Glasgow faithful. Matondo's on a decent run. He's got the legs on Rigg, he's got the legs on Sirkin too. Options in the middle. Good strength as well from Rabi Matondo. And here's Chamiti. Laying it back to support. Blocked well, but there are men falling over each other, trying to stop things from working in favour of Rangers. Colin with the effort there. It's well saved by the goalkeeper. Barron will take the corner. I thought it was going to go short. He hasn't. Semenyo wins the header, but they'll recover. and recycle. And trying hard to get the ball away from them. It seems pretty fucking impossible right now. Behrami, good block. Good block again. Alderete just throwing everything in front of the ball. That was 1-0 waiting to happen, wasn't it? For Nicholas Raskin there. Or was it Behrami? Barron with the cross. Comes in, keeper's there. Oh, the keeper's not there very well. Pinball again. I can't get rid of it. Robin gets his hands to it now and panic over at the back. That's exactly why Robin Roos doesn't start for me in the Premier League. Murray and Schmitti. Nice challenge. Driven forward. Ponso and Semenyo. See the runner in the middle though. It's not quite worked for me, but we'll take the fortuitous bounce. Dan Neil. I think he's off. He is. Oh, it would have been a brilliant, well, it was a brilliant through ball, but the timing just a smidge off. It's a lovely run, and the ball was pinpoint, but yeah, definitely the right call. Flag up. Inside to Rabbi Matondo. It's probably a foul, I think. I made an attempt to get to the ball and didn't get there. But the referee has allowed play to continue here, and Ponso might punish Rangers for that. Semenyo's in. He's onside this time, but it's a good save by Larsener. Well stopped by the keeps. Ponso will take the corner, and we could be up here. We are! Getrauda heads wide. Punted towards Gnabry. Brilliantly brought that down against Dujon Sterling, who's then not quite timed his challenge the best. That might be a red here. It's a long way out. It is a red. Top left, Dujon Sterling, a red card. Oops, says Gnabry. No, it's Ponso! I just moved him to the left, but he's popped up on the right from the free kick. 70th minute. Punished for giving away the foul, taking the red card, and then there's space in that area of the pitch where Dujon Sterling should have been, and Ponso's slammed it in. It's a goal of high quality, but hopefully, now that they're missing a man, it won't be the last one we get either. Behrami. That was shifting. That needed blocking. Corner from the far side. Rabbi Matondo. And away. Away-ish. Not going to win that foot race, so let's just not waste the stamina. Raskin. I mean, it's good footwork. Ponso's in the way of it. Pass accuracy is not great for either side, really. Low to mid-80s. Weirdly, we've both made only 68 passes so far by the nearly 80th minute. So neither of us playing the tiki-taka style stuff. A lot of individual runs going on rather than people playing it around opponents. Ponso drill it. Didn't quite work. Jalanola could get there but won't. Patrick Schick has equalised as it's AC Milan 1. Barcelona 1 in their game, but it's 1-0 here, and we hope that the 1-1 scoreline doesn't arrive in this one. Might be about to now, though. It still might be about to now. Oh, Rabbi Matondo will not want to watch that one back. Ponso in front of Diarra. Gnabry through the gap. Gnabry in behind. Gnabry for 2 in the 90th minute. Sorry, Rangers. Not only you losing this match day, this is probably going to knock you out the top 24 as well. We'll definitely be through to the round of 16. And I'd go as far as to say that they're definitely out as well. Sorry, Rangers. Well, sorry, not sorry, Rangers. Probably. 3 minutes added on. There's the chance for a goal back that they could still get through Hwang Hee-chan, who's wriggling away from the defenders well, but not well enough. And that is game. Right. That's us definitely through. We'll find out for Rangers fans to see exactly whether they're through or not, but I don't think it's likely. Right, so we are through in third. Ourselves and Juventus both undefeated. Atleti undefeated as well with 4 wins, 4 draws. We, of course, drew with them on match day 1 of the Champions League phase. Just a single point off Manchester United at the top. And Newcastle are through. Real Madrid 18th only, having only lost 1 but drawn 5. Bayern are through as well. Oh, you lucky boys. Rangers do sneak in. They finished 24th in the league phase and will be in the round of 16. Sorry, will be in the playoff round. They will face Atletico Madrid. You're probably still not going to make the round of 16, Rangers fans, but you have made it to the next aspect of the competition, so fair play for that. We've got Liverpool next. This is a bit of a biggie, isn't it? Mamardishvili in goal for Liverpool. Frimpong, Van Dijk, Diamande and Alvaro Carreras, the back four. McAllister and Jones sat behind Chiesa, Barcola and Wirtz, with a certain Swede up top through the middle, who is going to be 88 rated at the start of FC26. Calafiori on the bench, as well as Endo, Lefay, Endo and Enzo. They got myself tripped over there. Danny Olmo's available as well, and Kai Havertz. Brandon Yang, Patreon player, on the bench too. Danny Carvajal and Ter Stegen is dropped for Mamardishvili on this occasion. First versus fourth. Not sure if it made the cut or not in the previous highlight, but Arsenal have drawn their match day 23, so the gap at the top of the table currently now sits at 6, not 4. Oh. But it's going to be a tough ask to win this one, so if we can just avoid defeat, then we'll ensure that the lead at the top of the table stays at least the 4 that it was prior to the start of the episode. I'm imagining Liverpool are probably going to go on a bit of a tirade here in this game and give me a real run for my money. Rig looking for Brobby. Could dink it. And Talby's in. I'm not sure if he's onside or not. He's kicked it straight at the keeper. He was onside. That goes into the corner. It's one of those anywhere but there, and that's a goal. He's off. Chiesa. Isak. Have a word with yourself, mate. That's never going to work. Bradley Barcola, however, very nearly did make it work. Jed Spence gets to the loose ball quickly. That's where having that extra pace comes in handy, denying them a corner. Liverpool looking the more likely thus far of grabbing a goal. Albeit we had to get quite creative for our one chance, but our one chance was decent. Robbie. I should have maybe dinked that to get past Diamande. Hoped that pace would be enough, and it wasn't. 25 minutes in, it's still 0-0. But this is a difficult fixture so far. And we are on the back foot for the majority of it. I was trying to switch to Jed Spence there. Gave me the other bloody centre-back. And Patterson's in the way again and again. And I am spamming B to get a clearance in there. And Jed Spence has run up to it, taken a touch first, and then they get to it. Here, I'm spamming B, and he's gone, I'll take a touch. No, mate! I can kick it! 1-0 Liverpool. And of course, it's that man. Taylor, probably's going. I got nailed. It's probably just a yellow here for Curtis Jones, but it was a very strong challenge after the ball had gone. And yeah, it's just a yellow. Could have been disastrous for Liverpool, that. Taylor looking for the run of Talby. This could be disastrous too. Getting away from all of the defenders thus far. Just needs to find that teammate. Edge of the box stuff. Chris Rigg! Good save by Mamardishvili. Trying to find that bottom corner. Very nearly did so. Try and flick this backwards if I can. Not got it. Flick it away now. Kenneth Taylor. Chris Rigg again. Oh no, it's Trey Hume. Straight into the face of Diamande. Carreras. Good delivery. And up. And away-ish. In fact, it's not even away at all, is it? But Jed Spence has gotten in on Frimpong. Nah, Rigg can't get away from Curtis Jones. It's developing in front of him further down the field. Yes, Geertruida. No, Geertruida. Isak. No, no. Chiesa 2-0. Liverpool are too good. I'll start that again. Liverpool are too good for me. We are losing by the double. Willie and Hakan. Alanolu forward to Rigg. He's getting away. Looking for a dinger. It's a great ball. He's taking it stride well. Oh, Brobby, where are you going? Brian Brobby's made a horrible run there. Jalanolu. Adingra. He's made a better one this time. Oh my God, Mamardishvili. What a save. Came out like Superman there on the floor with one arm reaching for it. It was a save like nothing we've seen for a while. John Duran's gone to PSG apparently, but at the minute I don't care about what's happening in France. I care that I'm 2-0 down here. And could very much have got myself back in it there if it wasn't for their alien goalkeeper. Now they've got a corner. They might make it 3. More changes for them. That was Bradley Barcola going off, I think. And it was Jeremy Frimpong. Apologies. David Alaba on in his place. Intriguing. Alaba at right back is not something I would have expected. Is that what they've done, or have they changed formation? Oh, Alaba at right back is what they've got at the minute. Right, give the ball to Adingra then. It's, oh, so much space up there because I moved the centre-back out of position, but thank the Lord for Jed Spence, Hume, Jalanolu, Siddiqui. It's Kenneth Taylor. Talby's made the run. It's not Talby. That's Talby. And that should be and is 2-1. Thank you, Kemsdean. Doesn't do it every time for me from that position, but I needed him there, and he's delivered. We're back in the game. It could be 2-2 if it weren't for Mr. Philly, but we're back in it nonetheless. Barkler. No, please be offside. He's on. Play continues. Barkler. Blocked well by Kenneth Taylor. Everybody working hard to try and stop Liverpool from getting their 2-goal advantage again. Chiesa. That's a good delivery. Virgil's there. It's off the bar. Again, I'm asking for a first-time clearance and Hume takes a touch, but thankfully, he's got the space to take the touch and get rid of it before anyone gets near him. And Mark Run is here, but Barker might go all the way himself. Ah! It's just too close to me. Don't stand so close to me. Get away, please. Thank you. Siddiqui. He's done well. The fresh legs working wonders. Right then, I'm going to keep going, actually. Adingra. Semenyo. No! Diamande's just so good. Oh, God. Yes, with a little back heel. This case again. Little ball rolls done me. Isak. Away. Oh, I just can't get the ball away. Bloody hell. That's an unbelievable finish from Bradley Barkler. Wrapping around the posts and the side netting. My player's flawed. Our chances of winning this game, flawed. Free kick short. Wirtz. Oh, it's a nice little dink, but it's not going to come to another goal. But there aren't going to be any other goals at either end of the pitch here. We lose to Liverpool by 3-1. Oh, thankfully we got a buffer at the top of the table because we very much needed it there, haven't we? Not sure how Arsenal have done on this particular match day. Still not sure. Lots of 2-goal hauls, but even 2 goals for us wouldn't have been enough there today. We're into deadline day. I want to have a look at the league table though, if I can, please. I'd rather do that first. Still 6 points, but I'm presuming Arsenal haven't played. They haven't. Well, it will be at least 3. Hopefully more, but yeah, probably not. And guess who we've got next in the Premier League? So the biggest deals thus far on deadline day: Elliot Anderson to Lyon, Jose Gaia to Monaco, and Mazza to, or Matza, I don't know the name to be honest, to FC Copenhagen from Leverkusen. Jonathan Tah to Manchester City. Right, that significantly strengthens them, doesn't it? And Yang Min Hyuk from Tottenham to Barcelona. Evan and Dick has moved from Roma to Stade Rennais as well. Not sure how their defence of their French title is going thus far. We've seen a lot of interesting Patreon players in this January window as well. Lots of loan signings going through, but nothing permanent again yet. Stiller moves within Germany from Stuttgart to Frankfurt. Now, Marmoush leaves Manchester City to go to Real Madrid. Very pleased to see him gone from that Manchester City side. Grimaldo, another now exit from the Bayer Leverkusen title-winning side. He goes to Napoli. Wimmer from Wolfsburg to Hoffenheim is another move within Germany. More interest this time in Jelle de Hoog. Interest rumour for Mike to go from Watford to Chelsea as well, apparently. We'll wait and see what happens on that front. Jared Branthwaite moves within the Premier League. Everton to Brentford on that front. Kadiolu has left Brighton as well, which is good news for me. Berrival leaves Tottenham to go to Dortmund too. Some big moves going through. Not necessarily big moves in fee, but big moves in potential for those players moving to their new clubs. Absolutely. Everybody there will make a massive impact. Manchester City have come in for Trey Hume with how long left to go? 4 hours. If I'm to get a right back of Trey Hume, I mean, we're top of the bloody table. No. Just, no. I'm like, oh, maybe I do. No. It's my first team right back. I'm top of the table. You're not. Go away. Matthijs de Ligt goes to what? Manchester United sell one of their starting centre-backs to Wolves for 70 million with 4 hours left to go in the window. Well, they do have Tony Rudiger, as we mentioned. So it'll be Rudiger and Tomori that start for them, but selling their best other rotation option is intriguing to say the least. Heaven has left them as well to go to Lazio, although he's nowhere near as good on this game as he will be on the next one, I would imagine, certainly with regards to his potential. Diarra's not going anywhere either, thank you very much. William Pacho might be moving to Liverpool. It'll be a big deal if that goes through, but it doesn't look like it's going to. A couple of lesser deals in the final hours, and that will be transfer deadline day done and dusted. So Matthijs de Ligt is the biggest deal of deadline day. It's all about centre-backs at the top of that list. But now we'll go and find out and see what else happened in the transfer window and have a look at the Patreon players as well. So transfer history for the save. Bremer was the biggest move in the window. Juventus to Dortmund. Vlahovic has left West Ham, which is great news for us. He's gone to Atalanta, back to Italy for him. Not so good news for us. Rafael Leao joins Manchester City. That's going to be a real pain in the backside. Endrick joins Juventus. John Duran to PSG we saw come up mid-game earlier. De Ligt we saw, Jonathan Tah we saw. Destiny Udogie to Real Madrid from Atalanta. Milos Kerkez has left Liverpool to go to Milan, which is probably why... No, it wasn't. It was Man United that had Theo Hernandez, wasn't it? Who did Liverpool have a left back? That's probably why they put Alaba at left back in the last game, because they've lost Kerkez. Almada to Brighton. That'll be a difficult one to play against later in the season. Pau Kubasi to Chelsea. That's a great move for Chelsea. Only 84 rated at 20 years of age, but still very, very good. Marmoush leaving is good for us, of course, as we mentioned at the time. Let's have a look. Branthwaite we saw. Bakayoko leaves to go to Fiorentina. Calafiori's gone to Liverpool from Arsenal. That happened in January. Bernival we saw. Misha has moved to Inter. We'll show you that from the spreadsheet momentarily. Grimaldo we saw throughout the course of deadline day. Moussa Diaby to Napoli from Al Ittihad. He had moved back to Villa, I think, in this save. Or was that? I'm thinking of someone else. I might be thinking of someone else. Hartman's left Burnley. Elliot Anderson we saw go through. Wimmer we saw go through. Adam Klojek. What's he rated at the minute? Only 82 to Fiorentina. Rudiger to Man United was a new signing, but he was so he joined from Real Madrid on the 11th and was suspended when we played them on like the 20-something. So he must have got sent off on debut or had some sort of suspension from a previous game in the Premier League at Chelsea, potentially. But I don't think FC would have remembered that, quite frankly. Let's see what else have we got to go through. Kevin Danso's left Tottenham to go to Atleti. That happened in September. David Raya to PSG. So Arsenal... Oh, they've got Diogo Costa in goal, Arsenal, haven't they? That's annoying. Or do they? No, Arsenal might have just sold their best goalkeeper there. We'll have a double check. Still, let's have a look. I'm going to do Noah Lang moved there, but I didn't actually quite quickly enough see who that was. Let's have a look. Arsenal. Do they have Diogo Costa? No. They've just got an 81 rated Nick Allflat in goal now. Patreon players. So they've sold David Raya. Now that could be a decision that significantly affects their ability to challenge us for the league title. I absolutely hope it is. Sorry, Nick. And it's them we play next in the first game of the next episode. We'll advance there to see if anything comes in with regards to draw for the next round of the Champions League. But I don't think it will. I don't think we'll be playing the next round of the Champions League until March, quite frankly. So we have Arsenal next. It's first versus second in the Premier League. The gap is 5 points as Arsenal have drawn on match day 24, the same way they drew on match day 23. And now they've sold their best goalkeeper without replacing him. Not ideal for Mikel Arteta. It might be second for Arsenal again. For those of you on the Patreon players, or those of you of the Patreon players, with regards to your moves, there were a few that went through in January. We've seen Cambridge United swapped for Bayer Leverkusen for Yeller. We've seen St. Pauli swapped for Liverpool for Brandon. Watford for Chelsea for Mike. Barcelona for Manchester United for Emmett. Chelsea for Bayer Leverkusen for Arnar. Brighton for Inter Milan for Misha. And Birmingham for Atletico Madrid for Sam as well, who leaves his supported side Brum. These are your stats at the moment for those of you that are here in the Patreon. Again, a reminder that you can join the Patreon for the FC26 saves that will start next week. Right now, you can do it cheaper than you ever could do before to get your player in save. And there is a new tier there as well, a new cheaper tier available as well. If you've wanted to join the Patreon but didn't find that there was a tier that suited what you wanted to give, there might well now be a tier that suits what you'd like to give. So if you want to join the Patreon and help support the channel, then you can do so. If you don't want to, that's absolutely fine, of course. Right, that's all for today's episode. Thank you very much for watching. We will start double uploading soon. I don't think there'll be a double upload today. If there is, I will have let you know on social media. So do go and follow me on Twitter, link in the description down below, or X. But for now, for this episode, whether it's the only one of today or the first of two, I'll see you in the next one.